Let me invite Magdalena to come up here and share her thoughts about the program. And as Vicky said,
Welcome. Thank you. Again for Rajiv. Well, the instructions were easy, but yeah, it works. Good evening, everyone, members of the faculty, families, friends, but most importantly, GMPs. Thank you very much for giving me this honor of speaking as your voice. For me, as for most of us coming from developing countries, this is very special. This is like a milestone. So thank you again for having this honor. I know that you will be very successful general managers, and that's why you found someone on whom you can delegate this speech. But as I also have my ambition, I thought I'll push it back a little bit. And I started a very successful crowdsourcing project. And as a result, I got tens of ideas, thoughts, pictures, and I realized that maybe crowdsourcing is not the future. Because they started from ideas, tell everyone that now we are responsible for the peace of the world. And some of them went to just say thank you and go. So it will be quite difficult to get them all together, but I'll try. Democracy is always about trade-offs. So we will go again through thank yous, but I'm not sure they will be that long. It depends on you. But this one was not here yet. First, very big thank you to those whose love inspired us to be here, to our husbands, to our wives, to our kids, to those who had to pay the price for our absence. Big thank you for our families. Please, they are here. Thank you for the families. This one will look like we already did it, but I think I have more graphics than Rajiv. So again, thank you for the Harvard Business School. Members of the faculty, Vicky and the team, service team, you made this experience absolutely amazing. You were awesome. This is what Mihir would say. You were awesome. So we'll never forget it. Thank you very much for that. And some psychologists say that it is very difficult to make friends after a certain moment in our lives. To make friends is very difficult. You need to spend a lot of time together. You need to have a common platform to share your experiences, to share your difficult moments, to go out together and enjoy sometimes. So I believe that for many of us, this is probably one of the last moments when we could make friends. Thank you, living groups. I'm sure that we all won friendship as additional part of this experience. And this one will come again, but it is good to thank sponsors, right? So let's do it again. Most of us, we want to come back for other courses, so it's better to secure it. This won't take long, as probably we are seeing each other in this setting for the very last time. So it's really worth to go through an experience of GMP again and understand this flavor. So let's get started. First, we had to make the effort of meeting 120 new people. That's the hard work. We especially enjoyed... Oh, that came too fast. Now, let me try again. 120 new people. I told you this will be complicated. Then, cases. Every night, all those cases. Even better, advanced pasta engineering. We had to build networking exercises in difficult circumstances. We went out to study Harvard Square citizen behaviors, working hard late at night. When the dummy run came, we knew what to do. We socialized with Bostonians, trying local foods, very yummy local foods. We were facing very important people trying to get money for next building. We were discussing late-night US current account deficit. Finally, a lot of time in the classrooms, but in good company. Evenings, Kresge receptions. We tried to avoid politics, but usually they come themselves where the business people are. And finally, we were expected to build a life plan out of all this experience. Very busy 7 weeks. We have to look at some learnings. Some of them actually were very surprising. I didn't know how important football was for macronomics because I came here. And just the other day, Warren invited Jerry Maguire to the classroom. And what is it that we learned from Jerry? But as the days went by, some challenges really hit us directly. Do you remember the first moment when you got the email with your login and password? You put it in, and the first thing you do, you go and see the other participants. And 46 different nations. Probably, I bet, none of you has ever chance to spend 7 weeks with people coming from 46 countries. And diversity is very difficult to approach. Let me tell you a short story. First time, when I was a little girl, and I left the communist Poland, and I went to a foreign country, I was amazed by a lot of things. But I got really shocked when I found an ice cream store with tens of flavors of ice creams. Until that moment, I was pretty sure there were only 3 in the world. But when it came to choosing, I took chocolate. That was the only one I knew, and I was afraid to risk and try another one. And isn't it sometimes like this in our business life? We do business in all those new fascinating countries, and then we find ourselves in Marriott having continental breakfast. Now we understand that really approaching diversity is about trying new flavors and liking those flavors. And I will run a short test here. Please, raise your hand whoever tried Alan's olive oil with chocolate ice cream. Yeah? Good for you. The rest, tomorrow is the last moment. As we landed, or not landed in Boston, at the beginning of February, we got the message from the planet. We keep on destroying this nature, and we have to think about the fact that it will be affecting business more and more. But I'm not a climate expert, so I decided to call my little sister, who's one of those Ninja Turtles, green activists, and I asked her, what can I tell business people about climate? Give me the mechanics. And you know what? This came. Exhibits. As you are my friends, let me just warn you. Each time you will see this ugly decision crawling down your desk, be aware. Ninja Turtle may jump out trying to cuff herself to your chair, and you don't want to be the ugly character in that story, right? But as the spring came to Boston, the Boston Marathon tragedy came. We now know the fear of Americans exposed to terrorism more than any average. 2 lessons from that experience. Amazing professional preparation of the campus team to manage unexpected situations, and great dedication from the service team to serve their job in such difficult circumstances. Respect to them. Second learning came from the reactions from the tragedy in the forthcoming days. Wise students of Boston know that the only way to fight terrorism is to show even more openness, empathy, and faith in others. There are many more good people than evil in the world. We shall never forget this. And at the end, I want to show you a photo that is very special to me. It looks like 19th century, but it is actually 1980. Taken in gloomy little town in Poland. Not a very promising place to be. But you can see a pretty happy little girl. She's smiling because in the background she is listening to her grandfather telling her about his dreams. He survived 2 world wars, but he never lost his willingness to grow. His greatest dream was to come to America. And he kept on telling the little girl, "You will go there. There's a great future for you where everything is possible." And as I speak to you, his dream come true. This is me and my grandpa. I decided to invite Grandpa to this decent ceremony as I expressed the greatest lesson from Harvard Business School we were given. We came here with different agendas for ourselves: career, inspiration, education, and sometimes just a break. We will leave understanding that the true leadership is about seeing opportunities for others and helping them to reveal their potential. Once we are able to dream for others and help them make those dreams come true, this is what makes a difference to the world. Thank you.